Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup. C'est très gentil. En tant qu'acteur, chaque personnage.
That's Jim Carrey accepting an award in France. Shortly after, the internet lost their minds over this. You see, Carrey's physical appearance is so drastically different that people think he's been replaced or is a clone. This guy on Instagram, Alexis Stone, does transformation makeup stuff, and he took credit for being Jim Carrey. However, in that post, he provided an image of a mask that was AI. So despite people being excited about this, it's likely just a guy trying to divert some attention to himself and grow his account. So is this really Jim Carrey? Yes it is. But let's back up and I'll convince you. Many years ago, Jim Carrey stepped into the world of political and social causes when he joined his girlfriend Jenny McCarthy on a crusade against vaccines.
What happened after 1989?
And why did they
It warranted 26 more vaccines.
Greed.
Are all of them absolutely necessary?
Because they want to make money.
Of course.
McCarthy claims her son was vaccine injured. Predictably, he received a lot of pushback for that. Years later, tragedy struck when his on and off again girlfriend committed suicide. This is likely linked to these comments in 2017, which are important and the key to what's going on here.
Ultimately, I believe that suffering leads to salvation. And in fact, it's the only way that we have to somehow accept and not deny, but feel our suffering and feel our losses. And then we make one of two decisions. We either decide to go through the gate of resentment, which leads to vengeance, which leads to self-harm, which leads to harm to others, or we go through the gate of forgiveness, which leads to grace. You've made the decision to walk through the gate of forgiveness to grace, just as Christ did on the cross. He suffered terribly, and he was broken by it.
So after what happened with his girlfriend, he obviously found Jesus. But something happened that caused a massive step back.
Donald Trump wins the presidency.
Jim Carrey, by his own description, walked through the gate of resentment.
We have a president who started out when the country was together and had a wonderful leader, and he is tearing us limb from limb.
Well,
destroying every institution.
Let's talk about
So
that.
who knows what the hell is wrong with us?
And then he spent an enormous amount of time for years making anti-Trump art. Look at this. Does any of this look like someone who is mentally well? This is Trump derangement syndrome on full display. This is a cry for help. I can't just watch this nightmare unfold, he said. He wants to get rid of Orange Caesar. Well, after he succeeded at that in 2020, he retired from this insanity. Well, how do you think he felt when this happened?
CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris.
Surprisingly, though, it would seem he walked through a different gate this time. So when he appeared at this French awards show, he gave a graceful speech, in French no less.
Vous façonnez à la forme de votre cœur.
I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy.
He talked about his family, his daughter, and being grateful for the success in his career. The bitter, angry Jim Carrey was gone. Okay, you say, you've only shown how he got to this emotional point in his life. Explain his face. Okay, I will. Here he is at the Sonic 3 premiere in 2025, showing grace and humility, by the way. But take a look at his face. How does he look? Good, yeah, but old. He's a wrinkly, aging man. What do we know about people in Hollywood? Looks are everything. Not to mention the roller coaster of his mental state over the last few years. Is it any wonder that he got Botox to rid himself of some of his wrinkles? Maybe a few other operations? I know some people won't believe me, so here, watch the wrinkles on his head and his cheek. The angles aren't exactly the same, and I know some of you still won't believe me, but notice the dimples on his cheek as we revert back. Exactly the same. I know some of you have probably watched this far and are saying, who cares? You're right. Can we all stop talking about this now? And celebrities, please stop getting work done on your face. It's okay to get older.